Question: do the banks actually loan you money? Or better yet, do they even loan you anything at all? Stay with me here because what I'm about to show you is going to change the way you see every single mortgage, every car note, and every single loan you've ever signed your name to. You ready? All right, let go. Okay, here's how it works. You walk into a bank or a dealership, you sit down, they hand you all these stacks of papers, right? Pages and pages of fine print. But out of all of that paperwork, there's only one document that actually holds any legal or financial power, and that's the promissory note, right? And the moment you sign that note, put your signature on it, you just created a negotiable instrument. And that is a legally binding financial asset. And according to the Uniform Commercial Code, the UCC, right? That's the very law that governs commercial transactions in this country. Mm-hmm. You see, your signature alone is what creates and carries the value. Not the bank's money, because the bank don't have any money. They can't loan money. Okay? It's not how fractional reserve banking works, right? So if your signature creates the money, wouldn't that make you the creditor? I'm just saying. Now here's where the deception kicks in, ladies and gentlemen, because once you sign that promissory note, that document just gets sent off and money comes back, right? Well, it's not actually money. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like digits on the screen or on like paper check or something like that. Somebody's fictitious and don't exist. Anyway, but nobody ever stops to ask the question, where did that money come from, right? Because the UCC is pretty clear. Banks can't lend money, and bank is sure is not going to be permitted to loan anything out of their own reserve, which means the moment they hand you that check and tell you they loaned you something, that's fraud. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's fraud. It's just a lie dressed up in a suit or dressed with a handshake. Mm-hmm. Go figure, right? Guys, the promissory note is the transaction. Your signature is the funding mechanism. Keys to the house or that car should have just been handed right over to you free and clear whenever you sign. The deal's already done. That's contract law right there. I don't care who you talk to, that's contract law, okay? But instead, you know what happens? They take that signed note, they monetize it, collect on it, and then they turn around and charge you 30-year payments on money they never actually had to give you in the first place. Isn't life grand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're paying double, sometimes triple, on things that are already paid for the moment you picked up that pen to sign. So remind me again, who's the creditor and who's the debtor? Weird.
It is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system.
Now, I know it's hard to believe. Some of y'all are going to say, that's all, he was in Europe somewhere, and that's not over here, and stuff like that. Okay. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, I know it's hard to believe that they work together. That's right. They both work together. And it's a dog and pony show, if you will. And they're tag teaming together because in front of the camera, they're all WWE type style with the elbows and whatnot, congressional hearings. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Like the WWE, they keep coming back, but it's like, what happened? I thought he was same shit, same stuff. Okay, pay attention. Okay, but if you think it's just in Europe and it's not over here, here we go.
You're telling me the bank policy is that the bank owns the promissory note, which is the actual cash value, without loaning 1 cent of other depositors' money or legal tender, that the alleged borrower is the one who provided the funds deposited to fund the bank loan check, and that the bank its funds from the alleged borrower for free? Is the money then returned back to the same person as a loan, which the alleged borrower repays when the bank never came up with any of its own money to obtain the promissory notes? Am I hearing this right? I give you the equivalent of $200,000. You return the funds back to me, and I have to repay you $200,000 plus interest. Do you think I'm stupid?
All the banks are doing this. Congress allows this.
Does Congress allow the
Congress
banks
is
to
in
reach
treason.
written agreements, use false and misleading advertising, act without written permission, authorization, and without the alleged borrower's knowledge to transfer actual cash value from the alleged borrower to the bank and then return it back as a loan?
The borrower got a check in the house.
You heard it, right? That's not a conspiracy theory. It's sure as hell is not me making up anything. That was literally a bank official in a court of law admitting how the system operates. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's also confirming that people at the top know exactly what's going on, like branch managers, underwriters, VPs, CEOs, because at a certain level, you just can't claim ignorance anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because truly, treason doesn't pay well in the end. And that's exactly why I need to speak directly to those people right now. So if you work inside of the system like a bank manager, a loan officer, compliance officer, somebody that works at the DMV, shout out to my girl that helped me, love you, a law enforcement officer, a judge, right? Someone that's in a position where you are the last line between the machine and the people. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to you, right? Because I know you have morals. I know you have values, right? Now I need you to have a conscience, okay? Because you are one of us. You are the people too. There's no other way around, okay? And the support that's waiting for you on the outside if you choose to do the right thing is so much greater than anything the system could ever offer you for staying silent. I promise you. It's time. Let go. You see, guys, the system is flawed. It's corrupt. I'll tell you one thing. Corruption only survives when good people keep their heads down and say nothing. So it's time. Because whenever we start moving together, especially from the inside and the outside, oh my goodness, that's when real change happens. Yes, indeed. So until then, do me a favor. Stay curious, stay enlightened, and always smile. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.